Good morning everyone, welcome back to Couchwasabi. I am Jirbie, and for today I'll be reviewing this new batch of coffee beans from Jirbie Specialty Coffee. And they let me pick whatever beans that I wanted to try, and you know how much I love Ethiopian beans. I'm always very partial to South African beans, and so therefore we will be trying out Jirbie Specialty Coffee Ethiopian Sidamo. So if you're interested to get to know more about these beans, then please keep on watching. Okay, so shout out to one of my students in aromatherapy, Elena. Thank you so much for sending this to me. Elena is actually the cousin of the owners of Jirbie, and she asked me to pick whatever beans that I wanted to try. And so I picked their Ethiopian Sidamo. They have a lot of other beans that you can check out. I will link them down below. And yeah, so let's go try this out. So today I have my V60. I realized that for Ethiopian beans, the V60, especially when you use lily drip attachment, it brings out more of the fruity flavors. I'm not so sure if you have noticed that, but I do. Therefore, every time I'm going to be tasting any new Ethiopian beans, I'd rather use my V60 just to get the most out of it. Okay, so here's my setup. It's from Rivers as usual. I got this from Shopee as an alternative because I like this better. I feel that it's more leveled versus the one that originally came with it. So here's my new setup. Let me just fix my dripper, and I have decided to use my lily drip just to make sure that I get the most out of the beans. As you may know, lily drip will help you achieve more of its sweetness. So let's try that out. And it's very easy to set up your lily drip. You don't really have to buy like the expensive apparatus, the easy fold thingy. You don't really need that because this already comes with it, and this would really, like, you know, help you set up your lily drip. Just remove this. Okay, there you go, and then just pop it in the middle. Okay. Alright, so my dripper's all set up. It's time to open the bag of beans. It smells so good. Oh wow, it smells, I really love Ethiopian beans. There's like a different floral, creamy note into it that I really love. Ah, so good, comparing to other kinds of beans. So today I will be getting 15 grams of coffee. I will be using my pulse brewing method. I'm not going to be using the brewing app anymore, so I'll just use my regular timer. That's 50 grams of water per 30 seconds. I think that works the best for me. So I have stopped using brew timer for quite a while now because I think I figured out my optimal brewing technique or something. Okay, so let me just get 15 grams of coffee. I get too excited, that's why. I haven't really heated my water yet. So there. It's so good, I can smell it from here. There you go. Alright, 15 grams. Oh, so good. You guys should check it out. I can instantly smell the floral notes of this coffee. Amazing. Okay, so this is already calibrated. But before we drop in the beans, let me just put a drop or two of water. So I now have this little dropper. And, you know, just put 1, 2, 3, 4. Not a lot, just very little. And make sure to shake it up. I think this is fine, and then just drop it in your grinding chamber. This is gonna be fast, so let me just heat this up very quickly before we measure it out. Okay, so while we're heating it up, we can start with the grinding. This is set at medium fine, so I'll show you how it looks like. To know how to calibrate your JX Pro, I have another video up here. You can check it out through the cards. Oh, that was fast. It's already boiled. Done. 30 seconds tops. This usually clocks in at 24 seconds. It's super fast. That's why I really love this. One of the greatest investment that I've done for coffee so far. But it's truly worth it. Okay? Not so much of the static because of the drops of water. I've learned that trick by watching all the other videos. And here's how it looks like. Medium fine, you can see. It's really, really nice. Let me take a whiff. Very interesting. It has more of that savory aroma now. Okay, we have freshly boiled water. Let me just measure out my water. About 280 ml is fine. Heat loss is running. Okay, so let me dunk in my beans. Okay, it's clocking in at 14.9. Let me give you a close-up look of my grind setting. Yeah? Okay, so let me get my timer. And let's start. $52. That's 30 seconds. Okay. Second round. 50 again. That's another 53. Okay, we're going in for our third pour. And this is where I normally do the stir. Okay. 55, and I do the stir. Just to give it a little agitation. And we're close to our final pour. And I do a swirl. Okay. Okay, total brewing time is 2 minutes. Okay, let me just take it away. Wait. Okay, let's just take this away. Oops. There you go. And total brewing time is 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Okay. It smells. It smells full-bodied in a way. Very interesting. Wow, I can taste sweetness, but I can't taste plums. I think the taste notes here are dates, nutty, and sweet plum. So I'm actually achieving for the plum. Let me just try it again. But it's still too hot, so maybe we'll wait after 2 to 3 minutes. Wait for it to cool down a bit and then taste again. but there are sweet notes. I would say yes, there is plum. Plums are the purple ones. It's not really as sweet as nectarine, but you can taste like it's a stone fruit, but it's not super sweet. It's sort of sourly, not super sour, but it's not overly sweet. That's what I can say. So I think I can relate it to plum, not really with dates because I'm not really into dates. Nuttiness, not so much, but I really love this taste of coffee. It's not super, like, the smell, the aroma is definitely floral in its dry state, but upon brewing, you can instantly taste the fruity notes of it. As regards to the fruitiness, it's not sweet, like as sweet as what I've tasted before, where I can instantly capture sweet nectarines and sweet papaya flavor. There's none of that, but there are sweet notes towards the end. And there's like a complex fruity bunch of flavors. It's good. I mean, it's been a while since I've last tasted any coffee, to be honest. So this batch from Jace Way is actually good. There's no bitter notes into it, which I love so much. I don't really like bitter coffee. I don't really like dark roasted bitter coffee. I'm not into Robusta. I'm not into all those bitter chocolatey notes. But what I really love are the fruity and floral notes, which are definitely in this cup. There's not much nutty. I'm not so sure, but I can't really capture the nuttiness. But maybe later on as it cools down. But so far, I can taste like the delicate notes of floral in its dry state, and there's definitely fruity. There's some sweet tinge into it, but not so much as I prefer. I prefer sweeter type of coffee, naturally sweet type of coffee. I prefer those that are like sweet nectarine or sweet berries or even sweet papaya flavored. This is fruity but not as sweet. But it's good. I still love it. It's very Ethiopian. My personal preference with coffee, I normally gravitate towards South African coffee, Ethiopian coffee, simply because I like the delicate notes that comes with it. I like capturing the floral notes. I like capturing the sweet, fruity notes. I'm not much into the citrus notes. I'm not into the sour citrus side of it. But there are coffee that can showcase citrus notes like tangerine or something like that. I'm not really into that. I love it when the coffee is innately sweet, that I don't really have to add anything, but it's just fruity and sweet. So those are the kinds of coffee that I honestly, truly like. And I'm sure I've reviewed some of those types of coffee in my channel. But this cup ain't so bad. I would rate this at about 7.5 over 10, simply because it fits well in the normal Ethiopian profile, but I've also tasted a lot of other more Ethiopian beans that are closer to my heart, I would say, simply because it's sweeter. But it's not bad. I mean, the plum is there, not really sweet, so I would say plum. Well, yeah, it's sweet, but not as sweet as I would want it to. So if you want to get introduced to South African coffee, you can definitely check this out. It fits well, perfectly to the typical Ethiopian bean profile. And I'm not so sure of the price. I will check their Facebook page and flash the price here, so you can have a vague estimate on how their price points are. Of course, I will link Jay's Specialty Coffee down below. Thank you so much again, Jay for sending me your batch of beans. I am enjoying it. This is something that I'd love to carry when I'm having my Zoom classes. Not bitter at all, so I love that so much. It's not, I don't know. I mean, it's tea-like in a way. To me, it's tea-like in a way because of the mix of floral and fruitiness of it. Definitely none of those chocolatey notes that I don't like. So it's really, really amazing. I would say this would go well with your cheesecake. Like if you have something that's mildly sweet, not overly sweet. Something that's mildly sweet would be perfect with this because this already has some of the sweet notes. So like this would pair well with your Japanese cheesecake. Those are not really that sweet, right? So those that are mildly sweet food would go well with this. Although I would enjoy this on its own. I would love to have this whenever I'm having my classes. It's a really good cup to take. And yeah, so I guess that's all for today. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you're new here, join the fam and hit subscribe and hit that notification bell button so you will be updated as soon as I've uploaded a new video. And don't forget to follow me on my Instagram up here. And I hope to see you on my next video. Bye!